all here. Let's get started.
Arc-wing weapons on the hull. Compromise the exoskeleton of the legs, and then work your way to the torso. They're sinking with the orb. Shield's going back up. Outwelder, deal with those pylons. Heads up. Bombardment inbound. This should confuse her adaptations.
Hello and welcome to another build video on Warframe. The grind gets real, the legend begins. It's profit taker time. Setup and the build. Let's first start with Chroma Prime. This is a reference build of my previous Chroma Prime video. Please go ahead and watch that. But I have tuned this down to be usable by everyone. So, the shards. If you are going for melee crit build, use this shard. I have one for health regen. You will be able to understand why in Profit Taker this is important. If you have done it, you know it. Normal versions are okay. Tau Forged are the best. One for armor, because with armor I create energy, 746. Then finally I have one Parker Velocity shard. This helps me move around in the map even while doing Profit Taker, avoid damage, do rolls. You can switch this shard if you want. What about the Chroma Prime build? First, I wanted to know, instead of electricity I was using earlier, I have switched it to cold so that anyone who does not have enough flats, not progress in the game, can use this chroma. So I have switched to cold. Why? I'll show you in the build right now. First thing first, helmet on first as Nourish. You need this much. Don't tell me you don't have it. If you're playing Warframe and are at Profit Taker, you need Nourish. You know how helmet works. So gold, it gives you an armor of 400%, increasing your energy further, plus a damage multiplier of 8.28 combined with status chance. Earlier I was using electricity, overextended over here, which I might not be able to if I don't have two Umbra mods like this. If you look over here, I have two Umbra polarities, none of you might have it. So this is the setup you can easily get with. Remember, if you're falling short of capacity, Vigorous Swap 2 points less, Blind Rage 2 points less. If you don't have this maxed, I would recommend you to use Transient Fortitude. It will do the same thing, it will do enough damage. Nourish having a 200% strength, Transient Fortitude for people who don't have enough endo. If you have enough endo and already have Blind Rage max, use this. Don't go for maximum Transient Fortitude because then you will lose your duration and will go below 100. You don't want that in Profit Taker. Go with 8 dots, you take less endo, less credits to make 8 dots, plus your duration is saved. I used Handspring because many people don't have Prime Sure-Footed. This was my favorite back in the days, not having Prime Sure-Footed. It's your choice basically if you want Handspring or Sure-Footed. I would like to go for Handspring personally. Nourish on first, Handspring, Exilus, and this setup, 2 dots less of Blind Rage, 2 dots less of Vigorous Swap. You are good to go with this build and this polarity. You don't need 2 Umbra polarities if you have this setup. These will fit in. This slot I used for overextended earlier, as I had electricity. But since I'm not using electricity, I'm using gold, I am going for this setup. You must apply Aura Forma so that you get enough capacity for steel charge. Okay, this is an economical Chroma Prime for people who do not have enough investment and want to do Profit Taker. But if you have enough Forma like I have, you are in the mid and the pro tiers of the game, you can go for Primed Continuity, Overextended. Remember 4 dots overextended, Transient Fortitude for your enough duration, and you can change the emissive then to electricity because it will proc electricity damage of electricity proc in an area based on your range, damage multiplier plus radius. If you are short on resources, go for gold. and you can remove overextend it. Arcane battery gives you that energy, so you have 746, and since you crossed 500 mark, so you have melee crit damage if you are using a melee crit build. So this is the Chroma Prime you will use. The primary weapon I used is Arca Plasma with magnetic. You need magnetic, higher the better. I have 52% magnetic, and this is the build. I kept this build easy for people who do not have prime mods. And if you look at the arcane charge shell on cold status effect, 3% crit damage and 2.25% multi-shot for 12 seconds. We want cold status effect to trigger that multi-shot. There were other options as well, but this is the best. You'll know when you use it. Corrosive, magnetic, radiation and cold. Buy this one for 20 flats, and then you can infinitely change the sequence of the element you need. So change it to magnetic. Coming to the Latem build, this is the build.
Ready for action.
Yes, orders. So this is the build you will use. Gas, electricity. Latem also gives slash damage and impact damage, and it's pretty good combined with Chroma. When you use it, you'll know. This is a very minimum and basic setup. I'm using conjunction voltage because on electricity status effects, I get a reload speed and multi-shot, which is the only thing missing on Latem with this setup. That's why I went for conjunction voltage. The setup I give you is all those arcanes combined with mods which you can easily get to make this setup for you, for people who want to do Profit Taker with minimum investment. Plus, if you are a pro in this game, you know you can replace heated charge and conversion and get more damage. So Latem Incarnance, 20% fire rate, rapid wrath, lethal rearmament, Incarnate efficiency, devouring attrition. Coming to the Glaive Prime build. This is the setup. Astral Twilight is important, force, proc, puncture and slash. And this is a heat slash build combined with blast. Even if you don't have volatile quick return, you will get blast, but with volatile quick return, you amplify that blast. So you cover the blast element when you throw the glaive and blast. The school I used was Grineer. Normally people go for Veteran thinking they would get down and then they will be easily revived. But make a Chroma which will never go down until and unless you don't take care of it. If you know how to play around with Chroma, go with Grineer. You will have extra armor which will save you, plus you have health regen working on Chroma. If you go for the Veteran, that's still okay. It's your preference. I use Grineer because it has stone skin, gives me more armor, and I hardly go down because my health regen is working in the background. Companion, Uras Kubro, because it gives me everything in one go. Shield, armor, health, which means reinforced spawn, tenacious spawn, combined with prosperous retriever. This gives you stealth, Uras Kubro. Since I am an Ivara main, so I like this a lot. Coming to the favorite part, Voidrick. There is a build for Voidrick, thanks to you. You guys love it. This is a build if you missed it. Now, what you will use in Arcane is very important. You should also know the element which is the one working on the legs. It's not magnetic, it's not any other element, corrosive, gas, it's only and only radiation. You need radiation to do damage to Profit Taker legs after your elements have rotated. If you have a doubt about that, just go with the magnetic build and try to do it. You'll know what I mean. Corpus Prime build is this. This is a radiation toxin build. So when toxin comes on Profit Taker, I use Corpus Prime. I have good mods as well, I can put them, but this is an economical setup for all of you who have these mods at least. You need to charge. Remember, this is quick shot. If you charge it, its crit chance increased with crit damage. So with this setup, it will take you 2 to 3 charged hits, one leg. If you had Prime Rubedoline barrel combined with Prime dual rounds, at the max 2 shots. If you have your own weapon setup and you don't want toxin, you can remove this mod. The only reason I have this toxin because I wanted an element which was missing, which was toxin in my setup. If you don't know what you are doing, don't change anything. If you don't know much about how Profit Taker would work, please keep this setup. Don't change anything. If you are pro at it, you know which weapons to use, what elements to use, then only you change Corvus Prime Toxin. This is a complete build covering all the elements. That's a Tenno. Make this build, use this, and you can also comment in the comment section what setup you use so that anyone watching this video and then going to comment section knows which different setups he or she may try. So please share your variety in the comment section. I love it. I like to know your thoughts. That's it, Tenno. Bye bye, GG. Take care. Have fun. Enjoy.